Hey guys, welcome back to the Craft of Living. Thanks for stopping in today. If you're new here, we do all kinds of things from tarot unboxings, oracle unboxings, pick-a-piles, tarot reads, and crochet and crafts and all kinds of good stuff. So welcome, welcome. If you have been here before, then you know the deal. We're doing an unboxing today. This one is from FablesDen. The box comes like this, and I'm pretty excited about this one. This one is called the Spread Crafter's Oracle. I think previously it was called the Spread Machine because it was responsible for creating spreads for tarot reads, or you can just use this deck as simply as an oracle deck, which is also really cool. But basically it's an oracle deck that helps assign meaning to placements in your tarot spreads. So if you are not a big person that is big on spreads, this deck might be a good tool for you. I'm excited to use it and play with it and see how it works doing readings. So let's get into it. So she packs it very nicely, says a big thank you, magic awaits, please step through the special card slingers portal via this link. She also makes adorable panda tarot in regular size and pocket size, as well as Lenormand cards and a few other things. Check out her shop. I'll leave a link in the description below. Super cute stuff. Her packaging is really cute. She's got these very festive fuzz balls here, just part of her theme. Very fun. My cat's gonna love this. There's another one. Kind of fun packaging there. And I will fish those out later to play with them. They're also good for bunny tails on crafts. Just saying. Just saying. All right, so this is what it looks like. It's really beautiful. Now, this is the base deck. So this is the beginner's base deck. She has add-on packs that you can add on, of course, which she sells separately on her site. You can buy it directly through her on her website, or you can get her deck through Etsy. I chose the Etsy approach by Kimberly Tsan. And, you know, I've heard some people say that you could just write some of these keywords down on your own cards. That's really cool. More power to you. Go for it. I myself considered that for a long time until I actually got my index cards out and started really thinking about it, and it didn't feel like there was any magic there at all. And I understand that the magic is what you put into it, but I just really wanted to support a fellow artist, and she put a lot of time, energy, attention into these, and I just really wanted to help support that and to see how it went playing with it. Now it's got a magnetic closure, which is nice. Box is a bit stiff, very new. It says, fueled by passion, caffeine, and tapioca pearls, Kim and her team of dedicated craft pandas set out to create the ultimate tool for spread crafting and personal growth. And so this deck was born. Visit Kim and the pandas at FablesDen.com. Please bring snacks to appease the pandas. They get feisty when unfed. Super cute. So she has her booklet here of the basics. She has the basic categories. So the category of seeker, and there's a bunch of sub cards within this category. The category of focus areas, light work, shadow work, and call to action. She says the call to action has further subcategories, which are boundaries, expansion, success, and processing. So for those of you that are really analytical, this deck is definitely for you. If you just like to fly by the seat of your pants and see what shows up, this might be a bit in-depth, meaning like it goes really into the nitty-gritty on definitions and meanings of what each card may mean, but it's extremely versatile in the ways in which you can use it. There really is no end to how you can be creative with this deck and how you want to use it. Like I said, you can use it as a standalone oracle deck, or you can use it to assign meaning to your tarot. I mean, there's so many different ways that I can't even get into it now, but there are other reviewers out there, and even Kimberly herself, that does how to use this deck. So I'd recommend checking those out if you were interested in getting this deck. And she just talks a little bit about that, spread creation, how you could do that. So this doesn't necessarily give the meanings of the cards, because the cards are self-explanatory. They have one word on the top and then a little paragraph beneath it giving an expanded definition of what that word means, because it's always good to do that. But she talks a little bit about different spreads here, hacks and tips, activity 1, activity 2, and 3, different spreads. So I was interested in this since I am one of those people that likes to do tableau style. And I really get the general message on how Spirit is talking to me with the tableau style. But I thought it might be fun to just see what other topics we could get into in a more specific manner. Or even see what topics Spirit would like for us to focus on and address, which I think is also a cool thing. So it's a pretty thick and hefty deck. The cards are about medium size, which is nice, and they have a matte finish on them. They're gilded in this lilac purple, which is beautiful. So again, she outlines the different categories of the cards here. This is Frodo, by the way, if he's distracting you. He glows in the dark, this guy. But anyway, back to the cards. So Seeker category, character and personality cards that highlight you. The color is Sun-Kissed. So that's these ones here you can see. The focus area category, which is highlights important life areas and aspects of our journey. That's the color of bubblegum. So she's definitely got it color-coded, which I definitely appreciate. Then the lightwork category contains themes of healing, expansion, growth, and empowerment. The color is a shimmering galaxy, or like a purple and teal color. And I'm sure once you play with these, you will memorize it a little bit more, so you know exactly when this kind of comes up. Although I would get confused and say that this is the focus area card over here because it's so pink, but it's actually a light work card. But luckily it's labeled on the bottom, light work. All right, so shadow work category, cards that highlight the ego and moments of disempowerment. This color is Dark Nebula. So I like that. We're going to look a little bit more at the words on there in a second. We're just looking at colors right now. Call to action, which I really love, because a lot of times you could do a tarot read and there's all kinds of advice for call to action in each and every tarot card. But I like that this kind of highlights that, okay, this section or this row is going to be your call to action and what you can do about this question or situation. So subcategories are boundary, expansion, success, and processing. The colors are respectively deep indigo, purple skies, and bright blue and catgrass. Like that she includes catgrass in there. So we'll just go through the categories now. So we start off the deck with Seeker. Obviously it's the Seeker category, but her definition of Seeker is use this card to represent you, who you are, what you may be thinking, feeling, and how you are positioned in a situation or a relationship right now. Intention. What you aim to achieve, what you seek to manifest in life, and what you commit to carrying out in the future. Behavior. How you express your feelings through action or speech, or how you conduct yourself towards others, your actions and reactions. And she also talks about taking out a specific category. Say you know you've got a lot of shadow work to do. You could actually just take out the shadow work section of this deck and use that and shuffle that. And then since I'm a person that likes to know how I can move forward, I might take out the shadow work category. Like, what are my blocks to finding true love in this life, or true connection, or what are my blocks to, or what is my challenges on that? You can pull out this particular category, and then you could also pull out call to action and then shuffle them together, and then just be like, and what action can I take to overcome this moving forward? And then you could get, let's say call to action is, let's see, lead. So maybe I need to be a leader. Maybe I need to step up and lead more. Maybe I need to have confidence in myself so that I trust in my abilities, and, to really attract that connection that I'm wanting. Or, maybe I need support. Maybe I'm doing everything on my own, and I actually need to accept support instead of always trying to do everything for everybody. So you could see how this could really go on. Or maybe I just need to surrender. Maybe I'm being too impatient. Maybe I'm trying to micromanage things. Maybe I'm trying to control everything, and I just need to surrender and trust that everything is online and in exactly where it needs to be. So I kind of really like that. It gets your brain thinking in different directions as sort of prompts, which I like that. So a lot of times, I mean, at least for me, I can go blank, and I know all the information is there. I just need little nudges and prompts to kind of get me thinking in a different direction. So let's continue on with the seeker category. Opinion. A view that is formed based on what you know, how you think, and how you feel. A perspective or judgment informed by your personal experiences, your upbringing, and your worldview. Let's see. So the sun kiss. Now we move into focus areas here. So trauma healing deep dive. So focus area of trauma healing deep dive. I might pull like a Knight of Pentacles and Three of Swords. That's going to tell me some information under this category, and those cards will be pertaining to this category. Needing to do things in a methodical way, right? In order to move forward in healing. Maybe I'm erratic and I need to actually have some structure in my life. And with the Three of Swords, maybe I need to watch those negative critical thoughts, and that's going to help me in the trauma healing deep dive, So I think that's really cool. Community, society, environment. So this is really self-explanatory. Career, work, and business. Goals, productivity, and habit. Selfhood, introspection, and identity. So we move on to the light worker category. Compassion. How can you show empathy, sensitivity, charity, and understanding to yourself and to others? How can you help alleviate suffering? Courage. What makes you invincible, unstoppable, indomitable? How can you conquer your fears? What do you need to do to cultivate courage? What is the act of bravery needed right now? So I like that. Super fun. Prayer. What do you need to communicate to the universe? What are you inspired to put into words and express right now? What are your hopes, dreams, and wishes? So prayer can also mean affirmation to anybody that has an aversion to organized religion. Prayer just means an intention that you are setting through your spoken or spoken words, or your thinking words. Prayer. So wholeness. How do you ensure that you feel seen and heard? What is the part of you that feels separate and disconnected from love right now? And what is already whole within you? How can you create a sense of wholeness within yourself right now? So now we move on to shadow work. Ego, which is a really good one. I think everybody struggles with this one in the whole entire world. What are the false and problematic beliefs that you have about yourself and the world? What are the perceptions of yourself that are not aligned with the truth of who you are? What masks are you wearing? Excuse. What excuses are you making to escape and avoid your problems? How have you been refusing to take ownership and responsibility for your reality? Shame. What do you dislike and reject within yourself? What makes you feel unworthy, unwanted, and unloved? What is causing you to judge yourself as bad and undeemable? What burdens do you carry in your soul? So the last one of shadow work we'll just look at real quick is separation. How are you disconnected from love and compassion right now? How have you fallen into judgment or criticism towards yourself or others? In what ways do you see yourself as inferior or superior? What is causing you to suffer and feel not enough? So we move into call to action. Or are we in boundary? We're in boundary in call to action. So honor, to respect, to treat with esteem, to make seen, to commit, to align with integrity, to say yes to your desires and needs, to affirm your no's. So see, there is no way that I would even want to begin to put words on paper and make these definitions. You know what, I don't have time for that, and it wouldn't be as pretty, and it wouldn't be as well put together and thought out, and I really wouldn't be supporting a fellow artist. And I definitely had to save up for this deck for over a year, so it's worth the wait. Success. These are subcategories of call to action. Navigate, to figure a way through or plan or direct the course of something, to journey carefully and with intention. Expansion, we've got purge, to destroy, to cleanse, to renew, to eradicate and transform. Heal, to mend, to tend to your wounds, to relieve pain, to attend to wellness and health. Transcend, to rise above, to go beyond, to surpass your limits, to evolve. Reframe, to express in a different manner, to redefine something, to change something from destructive to constructive, to reestablish meaning. It's kind of like when you're stuck in one viewpoint and you need a shift of perspective. So that's what it does. There is reframing. And last but not least, we have integrate, to combine, to make whole, to dissolve the tension, to include. So that is the gist of the whole deck. Of course, there's so much more in between. And there's expansion packs. She has so many expansion packs, it's crazy. And for all you obsessive compulsive people, you may be reluctant to shuffle all these categories, but I'm definitely going to do that as I start playing with these more. I'm excited to play with these in my reads, and let me know if you've played with this deck, if you have this deck, and how it's performed for you in the comments below. And then also let me know if you do not have this deck, what appeals to you about this deck? What do you find intriguing in the comments below? Thank you guys for stopping by for a wonderful unboxing from Spreadcrafters Oracle. Well, about Spreadcrafters Oracle and FablesDen. And until we see each other next time, guys, bye!